Right, we're going to start on the mat today. We're going to start lying down for a rest, sort of. So you're going to lay onto your back, tilt and tuck the pelvis, get nice and neutral, so pubic bone, hip bone's nice and even, small gap between that low back just to allow for that natural lumbar curve. Shoulders are nice and relaxed, tailbone is nice and heavy. Just notice your feet. Just have them hip distance apart, nice and parallel with each other. We'll just start with a little bit of breathing. So let's just put the hands onto the lower abdominals underneath the belly button. Take a nice wide breath into the lungs and through the nose. And on your exhale, pressing your lips, resisting the air coming out and feeling the abdominals sink down underneath your fingertips. Sink the belly button right down towards the spine. Inhale. Leave that nice bit of connection through the abdominals. Breathe into the rib cage. Exhale, sink the belly further away from your fingertips. Find that deep abdominal connection. Inhale. Don't let the tummy pop back up against the fingertips. Keep strong there. And last one, exhale, sinking the abdominals down, relaxing the shoulders. Bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to go in for a few leg slides. So we're going to let that left leg come out to the side. So the left knee comes out to the side. You're going to slide the foot along the mat. So keep the connection with the mat. Then you're going to turn your leg in so that the knee faces in towards the other knee and draw your leg back up. And two more like that. Inhale as the knee comes out to the side. Reach that leg long. Exhale to turn the leg inwards and draw it back. Sink the belly down. Inhale into the rib cage, let that knee come out to the side, slide that foot along the mat. Exhale, feel that thigh bone turning in the hip socket and bring that leg back in. And we'll go the other direction, so turn the leg in first, try and turn the knee towards the other knee, slide the leg along the mat, and then turn the leg outwards so your knee is facing out to the side. Exhale, sink the belly right down and bring that leg back in so your knee is facing out when you bring the leg back towards you. Two more. Inhale, knee comes in, reach the leg along. Exhale, sink the belly down, tighten the abdominals to keep the torso nice and steady as you bring your leg back in. Last one like this, slide the leg away, watch the other knee is staying nice and stable. And exhale to bring that leg back in. Just waking up that hip joint. Other side, right leg, knee comes out to the side, left leg stays where it is. I'm sliding that right leg along the mat, and it's turned out as I'm sliding it out. And then I'm turning it in, so I'm feeling that thigh bone turn inwards, turning the knee in, turning the toes in, and bring that leg back in. Two more. Inhale as I slide the leg out with that nice outward rotation in the hip. Exhale, strong exhale to keep my body steady, to keep my pelvis in neutral as I bring the leg back. Last one like this, reaching away, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. And exhale to bring that leg back in. Change direction, last set. Bring that leg out away from you as it's turned in towards the other leg. Now I'm turning the leg out to the outside and drawing that leg back in. So my knee is reaching out to the opposite wall. Two more. Inhale, reaching along. Exhale, turn it out. Sink the abdominals down to keep the pelvis steady so that I'm not rocking and rolling all over the place. Last one. Reach it away on an inhale. Turn it out. Exhale, tighten through the abdominals and bring that leg back in. You do some hip rolls from here, so keeping your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, you're in neutral. Exhale, engage the abdominals to tilt that pelvis towards you. Zip the pubic bone up towards the belly button. Push down into the feet. Start to raise the sacrum, then the low back, middle back, back of the rib cage, and you're coming to rest on the shoulder blades. Inhale here, feel the tightness through the abdominals and the abdominals and the glutes. Exhale, release back down. Long breath out, trying to get every bone in your back down separately. Tilt back to neutral, breathe in. Exhale, engage your abdominals to do the movement. Then you're pushing down into your feet. And then you're starting to roll up, peeling yourself up bone by bone. Inhale at the top, keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Try not to breathe into your tummy, breathe into the ribs. And then exhale to melt back down. One bone at a time. Really trying to stretch that spine out. Last one, inhale. Exhale to peel away. Just peeling your way up, lifting one bone at a time like a big heavy chain being lifted up link by link. Inhaling at the top. And then exhale to come back down. Working with your breath to move through that spine. So from here, we're going to roll onto our sides, and then we're going to push our way back up onto 4-point kneeling. So we're going to do our leg lifts from here. So these stack up pretty nicely. So if you need to take a break at any stage, just sit back on your heels, reach your arms forward. Also, if you struggle with your wrists, you can always come down onto your forearms at any point. You can start and end like this, or you can do little bits like you can start like this and then come down like this if it gets too much for the wrists. So set yourself up for success. Pop your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, fingertips are nice and wide. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears, slide them down your back, and lift your chest away from the mat. So when I'm saying lift your chest, I'm not saying round your shoulders. Keep the shoulders drawing down and just feel like you're pulling away from the mat. So feel the energy coming up through your arms into your shoulders. So turning the elbows to the wall behind you just to engage the serratus here. So just to engage the muscle that's going to help to keep your shoulder blades in place. Neck is nice and long. Smile is plastered nice and wide on your face. Might have imagined that one. We're going to start with the right leg. So pop that right toes out behind you. Now as the foot comes behind you, make sure you're not turning your hip out. So keep those hip bones square to the mat. Take a nice wide breath. And then exhale, squeeze your butt cheek to lift that leg up. So you're not lifting with your spine. You're not dipping in and out of that low back. You're just squeezing your butt to lift the leg, and think about reaching the leg long rather than lifting it up towards the ceiling. Inhale, tip it down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, release. Now this is as much an upper body workout as anything else. You'll feel it in the legs tomorrow, hopefully, but your upper body takes a lot of work here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Try not to drop your head. Try not to dip in between those shoulder blades. 2 more. Squeeze up and release. Keep nice and tight through the abdominals and release. This time we're going to lift up. We're going to come halfway down and we're going to pulse up from here. So squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch your spine is not changing shape. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg nice and high. We're going to pull the toes towards you, push out through the heel, and then squeeze that heel in towards your butt. And then point the toes, reach the leg nice and long. Try and keep it up nice and high. Exhale, squeeze. It's a little hamstring curl, so you should feel this in the back of the thigh, in the hamstrings area, and also in your glutes. Pull it back. Reach it long. Squeeze it in. Reach it long. Notice what's happening with your abdominals. Are they still nice and tight? Keep that belly pulled in. Notice what's happening between the shoulder blades. Have you dipped down? Keep drawing that chest up. 2 more like this. Reach it long. Last one. Squeeze in and reach. So we're going to bend the knee, send the sole of the foot, face it up towards the sky, and we're going to lift from here. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, just bring that leg down, but float that knee off the mat. Don't rest just yet. Keep that upper body working. Exhale, open the knee out to the side. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, open it out. And in. Open for 3. Close it in. And 4. Keep the shoulders drawing down. Keep that chest lifted. Don't drop your head. 2 more. And release. Last one. Come halfway down. Pulse out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stay here. We're going to draw some circles. Draw that circle around for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the chest lifted. 5. Change direction. Only 5 left. 5 and 4. 3, 2, last one. Pop that knee down. Well done. Sit back on your heels. Reach your arms forwards. Bring your wrists out if you need to. Drop your head right down. Now you're allowed to drop your head. Drop your head down. Think about tucking your tail right under. Take a breath. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Send your hips over to the left. Take a little stretch into that right side. It's got a bit of work. And come back to center. I'm going to do it all again on the other side. Are you ready? So rock forward. Hands are underneath your shoulders, or you're down on your forearms, okay? So take your option there if you need to. Knees are underneath your hips. We're going to do the left leg. So left leg comes out, shoulders are back and down, chest is lifted. Tummy has to stay tight here. If your abdominals are not tight, you're going to start to drop into that low back. So you want to make sure you're staying nice and neutral in your spine to protect your low back. Alright, so middle finger is facing up, elbows are facing behind, shoulders are drawing down, smile is still on. We're still working this. Hip bones facing down. So as you lift the leg, make sure you're not twisting out to the side. So take a breath. Exhale, strong breath out. Tighten the tummy, tighten the glutes, lift the leg. Inhale as you float back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, float down. I can see with my top, I look like my belly is dropping, my tummy is pulled right in. So I'm not dropping through the tummy. I'm keeping nice and strong there and protecting that low back. And I'm squeezing with my glutes to lift that leg. Try not to bend the knee to lift the leg, that's cheating. And I know all the tricks. So let's go, 3 and 2. So they start nice and easy, yeah? Last one. We're gonna go for our pulses. So we're gonna lift up, we're gonna come halfway down and pulse up. So little butt squeezes. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Pull the toes towards you, push out through that heel, bend the knee, squeeze that heel in towards your butt, and then point the toes and reach away. Has your chest dropped? Have you dropped down through the shoulders? Keep lifting, reach away. Has your neck dropped? Lift it back up. Stay strong, we can do this. Have you turned out your hip? Keep those hip bones facing down towards the mat, and keep tightening those abdominals to keep strong, to keep that low back strong. 3, reach, squeeze, reach. Last one. Stay here. Lift the heel up towards the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nearly there. Float that knee down to the side. Exhale, open it out to the side. Bring it back in. So this is called peeing on a tree. And you could probably guess why. Open for 5. Release. 4. Release. 3. Release. Nearly there. And 2. One more. Last one. Bring it halfway down. Pulse out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do your circles. 1, 2. Get that thigh bone. Move it around. 3, 4, 5. Other direction. Don't drop that chest. Keep pushing into those hands. 3, 2, and 1. We did it. Pop the knee down. Sit back on the heels. Reach the arms forward. Drop the head down. Take a nice wide breath here. Exhale. Walk your hands over to the right. Send your hips over to the left. Take a breath into the left side. Come all the way back. And lift yourself up. We're going to go in for another stretch. So lift the right knee, lift it, cross it over the left knee. If this doesn't feel good, just continue with your stretches side to side, okay? So cross that right knee behind the left knee, send your feet out nice and wide, take a breath. Exhale, send your hips right back. Reach your arms forward and just feel a little release into that left hip. Inhale, rock forward so that your shoulders are over your wrists, and then exhale, come back again for 2. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, rock back for last one. Bring yourself forward, uncross those knees. Cross the left behind the right. Send your feet out nice and wide. Take a breath. Exhale, sit your hips back. Drop your head down low if that feels good for you. Inhale, release forward, and this one feels like much better stretch for me because I know much tighter on that right hip. Reach back. Try not to drop off to the side here. Try and stay nice and square to the center. Inhale, release. And last one, sit on back. Inhale, come forward. Bring both knees under both hips, tuck the toes, take a breath. Exhale, lift the hips up. Try and stretch out a little bit. Just walk the feet. Drop your chest right down. Lifting and lowering one heel at a time. Stay tight through the abdominals. Take a breath. And start to walk your hands back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your hands on the mat, drop your hips down low, take a breath, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips, drop your head, stretch the backs of the legs. Inhale, lower, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the hips, drop the head. Inhale, into the lungs, slide the shoulders down. And exhale, lifting those hips up, dropping the head right down, tighten through the tummy. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, engaging your abdominals, pushing down into your feet. Stay soft in the knees, don't lock them out. Bring yourself back up. Slide the shoulders down, bring your hands behind your back. Just interlace your fingers. We're going to just open up that chest, so lift your chest up and root your hands back. You're going to exhale, we're going to just allow ourselves to tilt forwards, lifting your arms as you tilt forwards. And only go as far as feels good for you. So you're stretching the backs of the legs, and I'm lifting my hands, so I'm stretching through the chest here as well. Inhale. Exhale, engage your abdominals, lift yourself back up. One more like that. Exhale, tighten through the tummy. Allow yourself to lower, lift your hands up. Inhale there. Exhale, using my abdominals to bring me back up. Sliding my shoulders down my back, opening out my chest. Reach your arms all the way around in a circle. Hold on to that left elbow, push it down. So stretching like that. Float both arms up to the ceiling. Hold on to the right elbow, push that down. So you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Lift both arms up, circle them wide and around. Lift up onto the tippy toes. Grow tall, tall, tall. Inhale, float the arms up to the ceiling, circle them wide, reach tall, feel that length in your body, feel that length in your spine. Circle your arms back down to your hips. 2 more, inhale, bring your arms up, grow tall, tall, tall. Exhale, circle your arms nice and wide, all the way back down to your hips. Last one, inhale, grow tall, stay tight through the abdominals, don't pop out through the rib cage, so keep the ribs engaged. And bring your arms all the way back down. Slide those shoulders down your back. Notice your ankles working here as you're up on your tippy toes. Notice your knees nice and soft. Pelvis in neutral. Hips and ribs connected. Ribs are soft, they're not popping out. Shoulders are back and down. Arms are soft by your side. I'm going to fall over because I lost my train of thought here. Crown of the head is reaching up, up, up. Ears are over your shoulders. Shoulders over your ribs. Ribs over your hips, hips over your knees, knees over your ankles. Take a nice, strong, tall breath. Exhale, lower your heels. Stay tall, stay strong, stay